So, Pranam Swamiji, uh, this is yet another interesting topic, breakup in relationship. So, as we grow older, this is a common challenge uh, from the days of school and colleges that we understand the relationship, and this is the type of training, what I would say, or indirect influence of the society, maybe through movies, televisions, TV serials. People understand about relationship. Young boys and girls end up with relationship, and later there is a stage called breakup. So how to handle this? Now there are many young minds who have ended up with this situation. Some of them have handled it well, but so there are two consequences mainly. One is acute one, and which is a sudden onset, and people feel lost in the world, and some of them may end up with violence or suicidal tendencies. And then there are long duration changes, which they'll end up with chronic depression. They end up with guilt. They have this question called why me, and they cannot overcome with this type of a problem. So there are many questions, Swamiji. So could you please guide us with this, how to handle relationship breakup? One, when it is acute loss or acute stage, and second, when it becomes chronic. We would also like to know from you what are the tips for the novice and what are the tips for persons who are into practice of spiritual things. So over to you, Swamiji.
Okay. So this is breakup in relationship. You see, our relation with any object, it is a temporary and it sustains or longs as long as you want. Breakup relationship means here generally meaning is the breakup between the boys and girls, couples. These breakups relationship is very acute. Other relations in the society sometimes breaks, and sometimes they again come together and they repair it. But as you are a doctor, and I think you are facing this kind of psychological problem of the human beings who are coming for the treatment in the hospital. They are at a loss, especially the marriage life. The marriage life, this happens, acute stage and depression, suicide, these things will come. So, want to keep the relations, we have create these relations or make a relationship with a particular person, especially we take the example of the boy and girl. That is actually mean of the breakup in a relationship. When a boy fall in the love or girl fall in the love. But other breakup relationships are very common due to the ego, and it is a short term. After some time they forget and again they come together. But in the case of breakup between the boys and girls, men and women, I think it very acute and it prolongs for year after year. It never comes together. Very rare cases. Then they go to the court or get the legal protection for the breakup. These are happening nowadays. See, there are, what is the cause of breakup of the relation, especially men and women? See, there are so many common problems also there: cheating, misbehavior, anger, drunkard, then stealing, giving, these are the very fabulous and very weak causes. But main causes in the between, their ego, the personalities, conflict. Main cause is the personality conflict. When there is a conflict with the personality, so there is no love and care. Feel for others. When there is a two personalities very strong, no, both of them, nobody can enter the other heart and understand, feel for others. As Swami Vivekananda used to say, do you love? Do you feel for others? Feel for others. Feel, expand your heart, life. Feeling is most important to change the life of a human being. If this feelings is not there, feelings means feel for other people. I can understand, I enter the heart and what he wants, even he not able to say anything, but seeing him from his symptoms, I can understand. That is called feeling. And especially men and women, husband and wife, this feeling is very, very weak and low. They never do not want to understand to each other because they are all educated. They think we are educated and we have a personality. So I know better. I know better. Even though there is no feeling, they have not developed that love, caring. It comes from the feelings. So love and caring, when your ego little bit less, then you can understand others very well. Especially husband and wife, they are supposed to love each other, care each other, to understand each other. No understanding. If there is an understanding means not only that always I have to say, you do this, and what I want, but from the feelings, as mother can read the heart of the children, and accordingly he fulfill their needs or help them. Similarly, feelings, love, caring, if it is not there, then not there means he thinks wife not able to understand me, and wife think husband not able to understand me. So there is a quarrel and fight. So ultimately, ego is so much strong and strong personality, though there is a breakup and divorce. So you have to repair here. The point is feelings, love, care. How to develop it? This is the repairing point. Repairing, you have to repair. That means you have to develop this love, care, and to understand him or her. Generally, when we judge somebody, we judge from our level. But when there is a relationship between husband and wife, husband should understand through wife's understanding and level also, so that their understanding will be very close and cordial relations and love will be there. If we try to understand my understanding, my level of thinking to others, even your close relatives, then there is a mistake. So this is the present scenario. Due to that, there is a breakup and so many ailment, bad ailment is happening in the society because of this. Because there is a factor is the love, but suiciding. So this love, actually, it is attachment. It is not a love. Attachment is little different from the love because we want to command you have to comment your wife. Your wife wants to comment your husband. That means you should do what I say. And husband also says sometimes, think, wife should do what I do. That means demand. Now, demand is there. Before that, demand is not there. Actually, love, there should not be demand. If he is happy with that, you give him. That when a boy and girl fall into love, so what is happening? There is no demand. There is a little love is there. But he wants or she wants, you give without any demand. How much I can give? Slowly, it grows into attachment. It is a love for the body, place. So this attachment become different type of love, that is called attachment. So you ask him or demanding him or her, I want to go now, you must come here. So this is the demand. If you don't go, then there is a misunderstanding. And if he continues sometimes, so there is a breakup. So our real love, it is not there when divorce and this suicide and other things are happening, because real love, there is no breakup. This is a unreal love, love for the flesh, body, that is why breakup. If I love, so I can bear, I can understand, I can feel him or her. Both sides, this kind of love is not there. Whatever may the cause, the quality of the love is not there. So breakup is must, because it comes to the surface level, skin level. It is not related to the heart level. I love your Atman of the body. So these are so many explanations you can give, but how to repair? How to save yourself? Save yourself. That means you should love, care one thing, that is who is inside. If you love the body and understanding is not the, both of them, the understanding is not the right way, and misunderstanding is there, so breakup will come. So to repair it, or at least I will get rid of this kind of trauma. Divorce case, suppose this is a breakup, it will never come close together. It is very difficult to come close because they do not want to change themselves, the view, attitudes. Their attitudes to the wife, their attitudes to the husband. They are not ready to change their attitudes. So they very difficult to come together each other. So if they want to change their attitudes, they have to understand him or her with their understanding and with their level. So it is always you will find it is very difficult. So the divorce happen. But how to get rid of this trauma? That is a divorce case. So he should or she should think, why I am thinking this body? I should love not body, love this body, inside the body who is there, Atma. Then you see how love between mother and their children so deep, unbreakable in the whole life. The fathers also love and tie, unbreakable. Of course, there are exceptional cases, but most of the cases you'll find the general unbreakable. Never you will break. Because, what is the cause? Because they love not his body. He love his Atma. My Atma and my son Atma is the same. And love comes from the unity, not from the body. That unity is not there. How will unity come? Unless I see the Atma within him or her, then this unity comes. Otherwise, if his body, only I love the body, there is no unity. That is why love for the between children and the parents are so strong, unbreakable, never breaks. And even his children, his son, if you find the newspaper also, son is not studying the mother, still mother loves her. So these are one extreme way of explanation. But those who are successful marriage, there is no breakup. You find this care, loving, understanding is so well and what is called balanced. Their life is full of joy because they understand each other. They love each other. They love the truth, true love in that sense, like true Atma. So their bond is very strong because if they do the mistake, though this is my mistake, husband do the mistake, then wife deals such a way, ठीक है चलो मैं भी तो कर सकता हूँ. Because that is the love between child and the mother. Similarly, kind of love developed between the husband and wife, those who are a good love on each other. So marriage is successful. They never blame each other. They think this is my blame. If husband do, wife do. So oneness will come. Unity should come. Oneness brings, unity brings love. What is the source of the love? Unity. If there is no unity between the two Atmas, there is not a love, that is not real love. Unreal love, that is why question of breaking, divorcing coming. So we should get how to get rid of this trauma. As husband and wife has gone one side, one partner. So he should things to get up. Otherwise, he will do the he will commit the suicide. He is not able to be because he is mad now without her physical presence. That is the sense. Physical presence is not there, but whenever a husband crying, mourning, wife mourning because thinking of the physical presence, body presence. So the mind is focused on the body. Then this kind of marriage or union can never last. It breakups should be there. So unity between soul to soul, and that come your care, sympathy, love, and feeling. Otherwise, these are all dry love. So you have to cultivate it. You have to restrain yourself. See, make your life easy. How to make your life easy? Life is very difficult. So one place I read that when you are preparing for the examination, you take the very strong, hard path because you have to hard path in that sense. You have to study hard, long period of time. You have to give up so many enjoyment, these things, Anushasana, discipline life. So his razor, is easy, good. When you take the hard path for the examination, your result will be good, so it is easy. And if you take life very easy path in disciplined life, your result will be hard, bad. So in our life, we must take this hard path to mold ourselves. For examination, you are molding yourself to hard path, because hard path in that sense, you are studying, concentrating, focusing, giving up all bad materials, enjoyments. That is a very hard and disciplined life to get the success. So your success is easy. We in our life, you'll find we are in discipline, no अनुशासन, easy path. हमारा इंद्रिय जो चाहते हैं वही करेंगे. तो रिजल्ट क्या होगा? Not only in the married life, in the rest of the life in the field also, very hard, difficult. So I think that we should prepare ourselves to get rid of this kind of situation. Preparation need for yourself, discipline, अनुशासन.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Swamiji. Swamiji, there are many questions posted, and I'll try to cover some of them. First is, suppose somebody has ended up with breakup. So some of them are lucky to get a closure meeting. I mean, the boy will explain why there is breakup, or the girl will explain why there is breakup. So there is a closure
I,
meeting. But some,
I got
yeah,
the point.
no closure.
That need a compromise. They are come down after long days past. They are both have come down and want to compromise. So they are hearing each other. That is called feeling. They have developed that kind of love. No, you should understand each other. That is the right path. If that comes, that is well.
No. Sometimes in that breakup, suddenly somebody has moved away from the life, and there is no reason or explanation. Phone is switched off or something. So there is no closure or no understanding. Then that pain and chronic depression, and sometimes it leads to trust issues in life of that person. So how to handle?
You see, ridiculous it is. Your partner, suddenly it has gone, that you are responsible for that. Long time he is living with it, is ridiculous. You are responsible. You are not able to understand her. Month after month, year after year. So suddenly you close it up. It may be why you are not able to understand him or her, who is doing. After some time, maybe 1 month or 2 months. So you are not ready to understand her. You think you are dark. It is not. You are living, both of you living together, mixing together in the college. It is not that suddenly he has done it, but you are not able to understand her. Try to. That is your fault. For example, that girl is love others on somebody. He is not, you understand, and not she is not disclosing to you. But that is the reason. He suddenly she stopped. This may be one of the reasons. Then other reasons, 1 year is over, not able to understand her. Then it is your fault. So you cannot blame he or her who closed the phone,
Correct.
stop the phone.
Yes. Yes, Swamiji. So, a few questions. Another question is, if this is a past experience of breakup, then people have problem with trust issues with future relationship. So they suddenly cannot believe or have faith in another person after that previous bad breakup. So how to handle these trust issues?
These handle this kind of cases. The person should analyze and rethink on himself the why this thing has happened. So without rethinking and repairing himself, he never trusts others, because once this has happened, this is continuing in the mind. So he should repair himself with the deep thinking and causes, and if he get the answer, then he can repose faith on other person. Otherwise, will never it is possible for the person, particular person. The remedy is he should rethink why he cheated me without my knowledge. That is his view. But what about the her view? Who cheated? He think he is cheating. That he is the lady think, I am not cheating. I am doing the right thing for that particular person. So these are communication gap, understanding, leveling, everything. There is a gap. This will naturally it will happen.
Yes, Swamiji, one more question is, when there is a decision about breakup, say boy has decided probably he needs breakup or girl has decided she needs breakup, then once the person has initiated the breakup, that also creates a guilt कि मैंने वो कर देने से अभी वो suffering. So people have this type of guilt also. So the person who is initiating the breakup also continues to have guilt or regrets of the past. How to handle it?
The regret of the past, and this is the condition of the mind. When he is initiating, his temper is so much that he cannot wait for the another 1 year. No, today or today I will initiate the divorce. Because of the temperament, his mental condition, after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, he has come back that no, I should not initiate it so early. So there is a still way to compromise. He should come down. Again, he will approach the girl. That is the only way. But he should first understand initiating at the so early, that is his mistake. If this kind of repentance comes, that I have taken wrong decision initiating so early, I should wait for the 1 year, 2 years. If this kind of repentance comes, he should approach it, negotiate her, if it is possible to revive the relation. This is the only way.
Correct. Swamiji, this is one more question. In our day-to-day life, we have friends and relatives or even the employees who are with breakup, and it is difficult to get them back to work and get along with them because they are all the time in some different mood. So how to deal with this? I mean, these friends have, we try to cover them, tell them for time being they are okay. Again, they are into that mood of negativity or depression.
In this case of depression, he should get the positive thinking, positive guidance, positive thoughts should enter. No negative thoughts and negative things should enter through his friend circle or the house, family circle. If he goes on negative, the person will be ultimately die. So only way that time in this situation, he should give him positive thinking, positive way of environment, something positive, positive, positive. No negative should go because of the divorce. And if he under this always even relatives and everybody go on telling negative things regarding the divorce, justifying. So people, how to cope up? If environment is such, mind is also set up. So the environment is so bad, so people has nothing to do. He is lost. If only environment, suggestions, companion, if they are good and give the positive, this person can come out from that kind of trauma.
Fine. Thank you, Swamiji. I think questions with me are over, but one or two question maybe from other participants. Anybody wishes to ask any question, please unmute yourself. Otherwise, you can keep yourself mute. Anyone? Okay. Akhil wants to ask Swamiji. Akhil?
Yes, Pradam Maharaj. Maharaj, you have discussed with the so much intimate relationship between husband and boy and girl relationship, but sometimes away in the society or even in office environment also we find some lack of trust like situation. And one particular instance I would like to draw your attention that sometimes because of some humble or good behavior of one person, other person is not able to understand the actual intention, and they take advantage of that particular type of behavior.
Hello, your net is
Yes, Maharaj.
is not connected properly, but answer is that I got the point. See, question of compromising, understanding, two parties are there. Compromising, loving, marriage, everywhere, two parties there. So, if two parties are not at the tune, so there is always betune. That means voice will be not proper. At the tune means everything is all right, balanced. If not balanced, so there is garbar, difficulty. So it is depend on the luck. You good, you trying to be good, but the person is not good to understand it. But this is right. But there is a gulmal. It must. So you are not responsible. You are trying your best, but other party is not in the tune. Not able to understand. Same thing is coming. Not able to understand you. If you are even you are right, he is taking the wrong way. So there is a conflict in the day-to-day life also. So leave it. You forget that I am right from my point, and you leave it that. Otherwise, you cannot leave and go proceed. You cannot go. You cannot proceed. The question is against a link, two parties, whether in the marriage, in the house, in the office, in the colleague, there is a two parties there. You have to work with the other people. This kind of conflict is there, you have to overlook it. If that is why you should live in a very clean life, and then if you have the power to overlook him or her, that see injustice is doing bad. If your life is not clean, clean money, very clean life, then you have no power. Then there is a, if he, she, or the colleague does not talk to you, you are upset because you are also garbled. So if you are clean in your duty, they may not understand your philosophy, your ideal way of work, but no, it does not matter. Because from inside you are correct, you know that I am doing my right. Only thing is not able to understand. There is quarrel, there is a conflict, but you have to ignore it. It will happen because everybody is not a perfect. Those who are more perfect enough, they can digest, they can handle it. If a perfect not enough, their life is so haphazard. They blame each other. अरे वो तो समझ में नहीं पाया, वो तो मुझे समझ में नहीं पाया, वो गलती है, वो गलती चलते रहेगा. There is no end. So
we have to close now. Time is
yeah.
over. Thank you very much, Swamiji.
Thank you, Maharaj. I got
Thank you,
that. very
Swamiji.
much.
The last point was very wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks
How
for
many
coming.
how you have joined total?
Total 10, 11 were there. Yes, around.
Okay. Okay.